everybody, and welcome to our podcast. Today, I'm super excited to have two of my dear friends on the podcast. And what I'm going to tell you is that we're going to talk about turf. So, both of these guys were on the cusp of playing professional tennis. And what's so great about that is that they, I think all tennis players are kind of passionate about what they do. And they try to be the very best in their field, right? They practice and they work it and they want to be the best. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
it's a very competitive sport.
Right. And so is turf, isn't it?
Yes. Extremely.
So I want to introduce Octavian Danuta, and he is with a company called Number One Turf. And then Ciro Lampasas, who I've watched grow up since he was born, and he's with a company called RealTurf. So these two guys work together hand in hand, and that Ciro's company supplies the turf to Octavian, who is then the company that goes out and installs the turf. And I can just tell you that I had a party at my house about 2 months ago, and I have all that Black Star gravel around my house. And by the end of the night, the Black Star gravel was all over. People were bare feet in the backyard stepping on the gravel. And I said, enough. So immediately I called Ciro and said, I want turf in my yard. And he hooked me up with Octavian. And I will say that I love my backyard so much. It's like a hotel. It's beautiful. And thanks to these guys. So I know there's a lot of questions today about turf, and it's a big buzz today. And so I thought I'd answer some questions that we as real estate brokers are asked a lot in the industry to try to help the consumers there. So I always hear my clients, and I always hear consumers and just everybody call it AstroTurf. So why is it always called AstroTurf? What's the story there?
No, so AstroTurf is just like a company, just like kind of like RealTurf is, right? So, but AstroTurf was, kind of like the first one to come into the scene. So now our company is called RealTurf, so it's just a different kind of like supplier of turf.
So there is no special turf called AstroTurf. It's just all turf.
It's just turf. Yes, okay. It's turf.
Got it. And so now we're seeing a lot of turf, and it really elevates the outdoor spaces. Are y'all seeing a big buzz in the industry now? Is your business really just heated up because it's so popular?
Yes, it's very popular, especially with residential homes around pools. Every single pool builder right now, they install artificial turf around their pools. You see a lot with on the side yards for dog runs. We install a lot of turf, and also we do a lot of small putting greens for.
Oh, really? I never thought about that, of the putting greens.
Yeah.
So y'all have the turf that is like a putting green.
So it's becoming very popular, and also for pets. So it's very low maintenance, easy to clean. The dog stuff, which is very convenient.
Gotcha. So if somebody wants turf, I think their first call is to who?
So they can call RealTurf, or they can call us. We purchase the turf from them, and we'll give a free estimate to measure the area. We'll give suggestions, what type of turf we recommend for this space. Or also what kind of design, drainage. We also have ideas regarding the landscaping around the turf.
Gotcha.
And after that, we will come and install the turf for them.
So at my house, it was really cool because you put in the bender board. And what I noticed on my house, which I really love, is you did leave an area between the fence and the turf, and you put some of the rock in there, right? Yes. And it just looks so pristine and so shiny. Tell us the benefits of turf. What would you say are the benefits of it over grass, obviously?
So the benefits are very simple. It's very easy to maintain. It's very clean. It doesn't get dirty. It's very you save a lot in water, so you don't need to use the sprinklers at all.
Well, I didn't even think about that. So you save on your water bill, for sure.
A lot.
Gotcha.
A lot. Also,
and your yard man bill, right? They're not cutting it.
Yes, you save a lot on maintenance from another company that come and cut the sod. You don't need to do that.
Yes.
It's a very good antibacterial if you have kids or pets, and also it's very good to replenish the insects. You don't see many insects on turf.
Ah, I didn't know that. So what I did learn, and that's why I wanted to do it. A, I love the look of it. I got tired of those rocks. And B, I felt like I wanted to learn more about it. What better way to learn than do it yourself? Not do it yourself, but to buy it yourself. So what I learned in talking to Ciro is that there's different types of turf, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know y'all brought some today. Can y'all show us? And Ciro, can you tell us a little bit about the different types of turf and maybe the price points of the differences?
So like you have like different types of turf. Like one, like this one's a putting green, right? So you're only using this one for when you want putting greens, batting cages, stuff like that, which gets into the sports aspect of this. But really, this is made for, putting greens for people's backyards.
Gotcha.
Another one they have is like a mid-grade kind of turf that comes up is like this one we call Master, which is a good product.
Nice.
It's very popular.
Yeah, very popular turf. It's an inch and was it like 9/16 pile height.
And why do people like this? What's the benefit?
So
of
it's
this
just
one?
a different look, right? So you have a thinner blade, but you have a little bit of the brown thatch inside of it, so it gives it a little bit more of a natural look, other than some other turfs. That
it looks like it needs to be watered.
Somewhat.
Got it.
But yeah, so it's just like we have so many different types because everybody has like that idea of what their backyard is going to look like.
Sure.
To where we have over 35 different types.
Oh,
So it's like you're gonna.
How come you only showed me 3?
Well, if I show you all 35, you would never be able to pick because like it would be
I'm
like
teasing,
little
I'm
by
teasing.
little. So it's just tough,
You pick the 3 that you
Exactly.
thought I would like the best.
Exactly.
Because you know me.
Exactly. So yeah. So I mean, there's a couple different types in here, but we have.
Show me the top of the line.
Yeah.
Super duper turf.
No.
And
so,
what makes this so top of the line?
So this one's called Comfort, which is the
Show
one
me.
that you have in your backyard, and I actually put in my parents' backyard as well. So I trust this one a lot. But
I like to do what Ciro does.
Exactly. Everybody likes to do what my dad does on that one. But yeah, but this one is like it's 90 ounces of material per square foot. That's how it also is sold, is per square foot.
Gotcha.
But it's a low pile height so that when dogs or make messes on this, it's very easy to clean up and it doesn't get into those fibers.
Gotcha.
So that's why when the fibers are low, it's better for pets and animals.
So what happens when a dog does their business on it? What happens?
So if the dog does their business, if it's, they'll clean it up, or if they, pee on it or stuff like that, the backing is perforated, so it will drain through everything.
Oh, wow.
So you won't have to worry about that.
So where does it drain through? It drains through?
There's holes in the back of this turf, and it will go into where his is like the crushed granite aspect, where you're installing it. Yeah.
Okay. So tell us, Octavian, about the install of this turf.
So when we install turf, we have a very specific process. What we do, we come in and we remove the soil between 4 to 6 inches in some areas. Obviously, we need to make sure the grading is properly done so the water will still drain. So we add three layers. We do crushed concrete between 2 to 4 inches. We do limestone gravel, which absorbs a lot of the water, and then on top we put an inch or 2 inches of fine decomposed granite. So after that's done, we come in and we install the turf, which will give it a good base, and also it will help with drainage. In some areas, we do need to install extra drains.
And is it a turnkey operation? That's
Yes.
something that
Yes,
y'all do?
we will take care of absolutely everything. We'll install the drainage if it's necessary. We install the flower beds around the turf. Some clients, we do flower beds around the turf. We will install also, obviously, any type of turf, potting green or comfort. For instance, this product is very popular. It's probably the most popular around pools.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
Because it feels good on your feet.
It's the transition between this into a pool tile is very smooth. So it's a great product. Yeah.
Now, how is that? I'm embarrassed to say I haven't been over there and walked bare feet on it yet. Is it hot on your feet, or is it is it cool on your feet?
So the turf can get hot at times, but if you have we usually maintain some of the sprinkler heads so we can cool off the turf. But that happens only when it's outside over 100 degrees. If it's normal temperature, 90, 80, the turf it's
Gotcha.
fine.
But it's not going to melt or anything
No,
like
it
that.
will not melt.
Okay.
No.
So another question that I have is, should you sprinkle it to maintain the turf, or that's just to cool down the turf?
That's just to cool down the turf. So if you have a big backyard, let's say over 750 square feet of turf, and you have no shade, we recommend maybe keeping a couple of sprinkler heads. If you do have shade and it's under that square
makes
footage, you do not need any sprinkler heads.
So there's really no maintenance. It's just
Yes.
kind of a maintenance easy type of material.
Yes, it's really if you are a very busy person, let's say live in a townhome in the heights and you don't have time to take care of your yard, turf
Is the way to go.
Is the way to go. Yeah.
And again, just to reiterate, when the dog does their business, it goes right through. You have to pick up number 2, but number 1
2
goes
yes.
right through.
Yes. So
Obviously.
number 1 and number 2, when we do add what's called EnviroFill. It's a pet infill, which is it reduces the smell. It's a very good antibacterial. We do add that to any type of turf job that has pets and kids.
Oh, nice.
It's a must.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. So what I observed about your company, Octavian, is that you handle the sprinkler system, you handle the drainage, you handle the bend-a-board, the most
Yes.
beautiful bend-a-board I've ever seen in my life, which is
Thank
great. And so somebody can call Ciro and they can go look at all the different types of turf, and then they call you and say, hey, this is the turf we chose.
Yes.
And what
That is
have you.
correct. Yes.
So when you call RealTurf, I'm sure the phone answer isn't anybody. So if they ask specifically for you, Ciro, then they know that you, and then they can tell you, I'm going to work with Octavian, and then they call
Right.
Octavian to go out and tell you how much,
Exactly,
right?
because like my company itself doesn't install at all. So
Okay.
we just manufacture, distribute, and then if somebody needs a turf job, then we'll be like, hey, here's
Okay.
Octavian. You
Okay.
know,
So you're going to educate them on the
Mhm.
types of turf. Octavian's going to go out and tell them how much turf they need, and talk to them about the sprinklers and the bend-a-board and everything else in the
The
install.
base,
Right.
yes. everything.
Okay, I got it. And how long would you say turf lasts for?
So with this turf, we have the warranties of 15 years for residential and 8 years for commercial.
Okay, and so what does that warranty cover?
So the warranty covers fading of the turf, or the turf
Ah.
actually just like the fibers actually just coming out. So that's all the warranties cover.
Gotcha. So, well, that's interesting to know. So, Octavian, tell us a little bit about the costs involved.
So
in
the
this.
costs per square foot can vary anywhere between $6 to $12 per square foot,
Depending on which turf.
depending on which turf, and also depending on the square footage and the complexity of the project.
The job. Yeah.
Yes. So obviously, if the square footage is over 5,000 square feet and it's in a flat area, it's closer to $6 per square foot. turnkey. Yes.
Gotcha. And the turnaround for the job, I mean, on my house, there wasn't a lot of turf because of the pool in the backyard, but the turnaround for the job was a day and a half or
Yes.
something.
So
right?
for just as a reference, any projects under 450 square feet, it will take 1 day. Between 450 to 1,000 square feet, between 2 to 3 days, and over 1,000 square feet, you're looking 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
But boy, do you end up with a beautiful product. You guys really are masters.
Thank
and I don't know if I told you, but your crew is amazing.
Thank you.
One
Thank
is
you.
nicer than the next. So
Thank
they
you.
were
Yes.
fantastic.
Thank you.
The other thing is sometimes when I show houses and I see that black star, the rock I'm talking
Yes.
about, when I see the black star, I always think that needed drainage. They put that black star there for drainage. It's either put there because the neighborhood had a requirement of impervious space where you couldn't put anything solid, or it was put there because the homeowner needed drainage. Does this replace both of those criterias for
Yes.
impervious space and drainage?
Yes, as a matter of fact, turf now it's approved in any subdivision in Houston, Westview, the Heights, Bel Air, Rice University area, so we can install turf because the drainage on turf it's actually faster than black star, for instance.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is really good
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, and also with turf, when we install turf, you can slope it, so obviously the water will flow a little quicker.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So one of my last questions is, I see that you have the putting green turf. Do you have the Wimbledon turf?
The Wimbledon turf.
The
Maybe
Wimbledon-
tennis on this turf? Isn't this like
technically.
Wimbledon?
Wimbledon's a little bit different, but you can play tennis on this.
Have you played tennis on it?
Yes.
Yes, actually, I have played tennis on this one.
You've played, I think you played tennis on every
Every
surface. I think so. I think so. But now you're a pickleball champ.
Yes. Oh, you can play
Far from
paddle on
that.
this.
Oh, you can play paddle on it
Yes,
too.
Yeah.
actually, this is very good
Awesome.
for
Do you guys
paddle.
want to go hit some balls after this?
That sounds
Yes.
good.
So before we turn off, is there anything you want to say about turf or any recommendations to the audience about turf?
I think it doesn't hurt to get a free quote, you know, and we can. What's good about turf? It's easy to customize. So, let's say if your backyard is over 1,000 square feet and you don't have the budget, or you wanna only add one smaller area, we can. So I think it's very easy to maintain, and it's very customizable for each homeowner.
I think you're banking on the customers to do what I did and say, I don't want to spend that much right now, so let's just do it here and here. Then I walked down, it looked so great,
And
I
then-
called you back and said, now let's
That
do it
happens,
here,
yeah,
here, and
yeah.
here. So
But
now
you
I'm
have
all
the
yours.
option. You have the option. Yes.
And how about you, C? Do you have anything that you want to say?
Just kind of like what he said is like with turf, it ranges. There's always like people with budgets and stuff like that, to where like we have different turfs for different budgets. So it's like kind of like, we can supply to kind of everybody. So
it's not a one size fits all.
exactly.
It's just, when you say turf, it's like saying, which color of the palette do you want to paint your house, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, well guys, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much
much.
for
Thank you
coming
for-
in.
thank
I
you for-
appreciate it.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
I
Yes.
appreciate it very much, and thanks for doing a great job at my house. Thank you very much for tuning into our podcast. We really appreciate it. And if you have any real estate needs or questions, we hope you'll call us at Bernstein Realty, 713-932-1032. Because remember, your home is our expertise. Thank you very much and have a great day.